Hey! Got any of them haircuts? I need some.
Let's go. All right, so we got Bandholtz in the house. He's no stranger to the YouTube channel. Eric has had so many looks throughout the years. Here's a couple that I was thinking of for him. One, we could go with the classic Bandholtz side part look with a cropped beard. It's a good look. Very modern, very fresh. Second look would be buzz cut Bandholtz.
He bought a motorcycle?
Yeah. Fully shaved Bandholtz. Completely shaved Bandholtz. What do you think?
I like the hair on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I was actually thinking we would go with. It's a modern take on the mullet, and the beard is nice and full. It's not too long, but nice and full. Yeah, maybe we bring the mullet back.
I'm in.
You're in? All right, let's go.
Yeah, see, I'm from the 80s, so the mullet was around then. So
Here we go. All right, so we're not going to let you see the haircut at all. You're not looking at the mirror.
As long as you don't give me a mullet, it'll be all right. Bob's over there flashing gang signs.
So you did want a mullet? Is that what you said?
No mullet.
Okay.
No mullet. My wife will kill me.
You sleep on my couch too, it's all good.
Okay. I've been wanting a haircut for a while, so it's a little messier than I prefer. But it's not super long.
Yeah, look at that. It's over the side, over the ears.
Yeah, and I even cleaned that up a while ago at home. Already feels like much cooler. Like
Just from the side.
I don't have that much. Yeah, I mean it's like I don't have that much hair,
I have overactive sideburns.
but apparently I generate a lot of heat around my ears.
But the man needed a cleanup badly, and as with me, I always like more of a slimming effect on the sides, and it's probably because I have a
Call me fat.
No, I was about to make a reference to the size of my head. So,
Call me big-headed.
no.
Slimmer. Sounds like you call
I
me
don't
fat
know,
and big-headed.
you are kind of arrogant, so, just kidding.
Eric? Again?
Eric, again, for all the dads out there, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
that's not even a good one.
No, it's not. Maybe we should get Bob to do some comedy. What's your big deal with the mullet? Eric? Not your thing? Or?
No, I mean, I've rocked the mullet before. I think a lot of people who have seen this channel know I've done it before. But it's kind of been something that, yeah, maybe it was, I think I did that video in 2018 or something.
Oh, wow.
Saying the mullet was back. We got a lot of flack for it. A lot of people are shitting on the mullet. And then, yeah, I was right. I was right about it. Like, a bunch of people started getting the mullet. And so I felt validated in my ability to see the future for that hairstyle. That video's got like a 1-to-1 like to dislike ratio. It's like people are just like furious. And then I'll get annoyed because on YouTube I'll see another like Barber give a mullet hairstyle that was made like 2 years later. And people are like, oh, this haircut's so dope, it looks great. It's like all positivity. And it's like, because I was slightly early to calling it, rather than like waiting until it actually became a trend, then like we got shat on. Like the mullet was like so taboo when we talked about how it was coming back in style. Like you did not wear a mullet. It was like not, like those words should not be uttered in a salon or a barbershop. And then now I feel like, I mean, you know, Big Trey's got it. Does he go by Big Trey or just Trey?
Just Trey.
Little Trey's got it.
That's his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I'm looking forward to, honestly, is and it has to happen, the flat top.
Yeah.
I used to love doing flat tops, and you know,
It's hard for an old man to rock a flat top because you end up like getting your adult hairline, you know, like the temples go back a little bit. And
Yeah, when I lived in Chicago, I mean, and I'm talking about elementary school, there used to be this older gentleman, this old Italian man on the south side of Chicago there where we lived. And the first day of summer break, after school was out, he would do $5 flat tops for the kids.
nice.
Mind you, this was what, late?
But they're pretty short, like, because
Super.
if it gets any kind of
It was done in
length,
like
they
10
fall
minutes.
Yeah. I was rocking the rat tail for a period of time as well.
Nice.
I don't know if anyone remembers that. The Obi-Wan Kenobi side rat tail, which
I love it.
I would say was probably not my most handsome hairstyles that I rocked.
As long as you don't turn around, it'll be fine.
I haven't done the middle rat tail.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they'll be giving me.
Oh, I was just saying how I had long hair, and I kind of messed it up. So I was like, all right, I'm going to start over. I cut my hair off real short. It might have been like maybe about an inch and a half on top, and I wanted to grow it back. I never had the patience to do it again, ever. And I was thinking about it too much. It's another little tip for people who are first trying to grow out beards and stuff. It's like that thing is moving and it's growing while you're sleeping, so don't worry about it. Just let it do its thing. You got to be patient. There's no app for that. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, and it's like for dudes out there, younger dudes especially, is like there's always a saying, you know, cut it, it'll grow back, which is true, but more true for beards than it is head hair. Like there is a real risk that your hair might thin out and your chance for long hair. I think you can always grow long hair, but it may not be as much flow as you want. We had a fair number of guys with like receding hair with long hair that look pretty good. So a lot of it always just kind of comes down to your confidence of being able to rock what you want to rock. The guy with the dreads, do you remember his name? He was the chef. Jeremy Barnwell. He had like receding hair, but his dreads just look super cool, super long. And that was a nice video. If you haven't seen that video, I'd recommend checking it out. He got his dreads cut off and his boys saw the results, and it's a real sweet moment. Hopefully YouTube will recommend it. The worst part of like not getting a haircut for me is just like that neck hair coming in. And like I feel like mine is just extra rat's nest. I don't know if it's true.
You know, the funny thing is just so light and kind of like it's not dense, so, you know.
Lobster? Is that the lobster?
Go sit down. Go sit down right now.
That's the problem you have when Bob doesn't have someone in the chair. You got to deal with Bob.
Please. Yeah, it's about time.
Hurry up.
Hey, bring the tunes back, y'all.
We got the Looney Tunes over there.
From what they tell you.
Lots of texture, once again. Just, hair was, it was just starting to kind of lay pretty flat. So this is why I'm going in at this process. See, I don't want to give too much away, but it's just a lot of texture is what I'm going for on this one. Get a little more volume for the pompadour. Oops.
Texture's such a real word because a weird word because texture could be anything. Like smooth is a texture. You know, like brick is a texture. Glass is a texture. Yeah,
How do you
right.
figure that?
Like everything's a texture. What's not a texture? Like air.
Brick is a.
It's got like a rough texture, right? But glass has a smooth texture. They're both textures. They both have texture.
That's what I learned on, man.
So like if hair has texture, is it a smooth texture or a rough texture?
Oh, how to cut with corded.
They should come up with a better word.
Masters.
Utility.
We'll have a word with the Barber language police. There is no like, you'd probably know better than me, but there is no like unification for a hairstyle. Like, it seems like a bunch of guys will come in and be like, I want this haircut, and then it's completely different than what they think or say.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, like when people refer to something as a taper fade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, what's a taper fade?
So, I'm just going to explain my view on it. A taper is the physical part of, it starts from shorter to longer. It gives you an angle. I could be wrong, but that's how I see it. It's physical. Now the fade is something that's visual. I mean, obviously, it takes a taper to become a fade. You know what I'm saying?
I have no idea what the hell you're
okay.
talking about. So I understand why everyone gets it confused because that makes absolutely no sense to me.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, when you look at a
Can
fade,
you get a taper fade? Is that or is that like a
so,
oxymoron?
So to me, it's the same thing.
Okay, so you either get a taper or you get a fade.
Well, a fade, once again, is what it looks like when it goes from light to dark. So maybe it's a
Oh,
color
okay.
thing.
So it's
I'm
a color
talking about.
thing. Okay, all
There
right.
you go.
So whereas a taper is like the length. Is that what
But-
you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. But what if someone says they want a low fade? That means they want that color transition to be low on their head.
Yeah.
And
So
then a high
what
fade would
what
be.
we're looking at is the bright color at the bottom.
Yeah. So what's the difference between a Caesar cut and a crop top or a French crop?
Honestly, that I couldn't even tell you, man.
Like, what's the difference between like an executive cut and like a side part?
Bye, Chris.
The name?
Okay.
Yeah. For example, one of the things that kind of was funny to me the first time I heard it was when they started calling side parts comb overs.
Yeah. Like what's up?
Because
Like a comb over is for
yeah.
people who are balding.
Yeah,
Is how I
I
understand
remember the old men used to part the hair here and bring all it. That was to
Yeah.
comb it over. Now it's part, and there's no such thing as a natural part, in my opinion. I think what happens is you just have to find a part, run it through to the front, from the back to the front, and front to back, and then
It's like toilet paper. Back to front,
yes, sir.
or is it front to back?
I'm just gonna keep doing this. That's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna stick.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
What's the proper way?
Cousin or wife?
We don't know. Kind of goes everywhere at the end of the jaw.
So one of the advantages I explain to a lot of my clients is we're able to, if we stand behind, I can see this profile, and as I move, I just continue to see the profile all the way to the front, which helps out with any of these little scragglers and stuff like that that are in there. But it's basically freehanding.
I'm ready to get
Oh shit, that was too much.
Dude, there's like, there were some times when I could like pull my lip hair down and it hit like the bottom of my chin.
Jesus Christ, yeah, no, that's what I want to check on.
That's my, the one area of my beard that I feel grows significantly more than the average person. And it's also the most inconvenient.
Extra $10, I can cut out just the gray hair. It's up to
Oh,
you.
okay. No, I like the gray.
Mr. Eric, Jesus Christ. Dare I speak Sasquatch? Very directional coming down this way, so it just causes it to look like his hair's actually growing all the way down here. But it's good. You get a nice little lineup. Should be all right. Before we shave it off. Hey, Eric, have you ever tried our utility oil before?
No, no.
Yeah. It's all right. But,
What do you, how does it work? What do you do with it?
You lay back and let me apply it.
Okay.
From the neck up, of course.
What does it do?
It's amazing is what it is. The utility oil, I use it for as a pre-shave lotion. Nice thing about it is that's what I use as a daily moisturizer after the shower. Yeah, I can possibly give you a discount on one of
That'd be
them.
great. I'll get a couple of them.
Okay.
That smells so good.
Right. I'm sure they worked hard on it.
What fragrance is that?
Bold Fortune.
Bold Fortune. Mm-hmm. That's a good name.
Yeah. Wonder who picked it.
Not me.
Mm-hmm. I'm hiding the dent.
I'm just listening.
Bold Fortune utility balm. So basically, I guess somewhat of a solidified version of our oil that I use. Just like using the balm, like I said, moisturizer plus also to moisturize the beard. You gotta take care of it. I know Eric is not a big fan of any of our products, but we're trying to convince him here.
Dude, is that a mullet?
It is a mullet.
I said no mullet, man.
Modern mullet.
You better make this look good.
It's a modern mullet.
You better make this look good.
Well,
I feel
fortunate
like I
styling
look kind
piece.
of like Tom Brady a little bit.
You do
No.
not. You do not.
Eyes.
Do I look like Tom Brady?
When your eyes are dark, you might look like Tom Brady. You guys are the same height.
Does it look like Giselle would leave me?
Too much of a man now.
You look like a blonde version of Giselle's new boyfriend.
I don't know. I don't know jujitsu, so.
Yeah. So we'll put a little styling paste in there, and the reason for the texture is just because of the different tones in your hair. It's like really getting it in there. We really want to bring out this mullet that you wanted so badly. Hey, I was under the gun here.
Gotta do something so my wife doesn't kill me.
And then I'm going to show you the mirror right now so you can see just a lot of this texture. This is what I'm talking about. The outside is just really light. And I just want to kind of accentuate that. Looks good on you.
Yeah, it looks good.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know about good. It looks
Looks
good on
good.
you.
Yeah,
Is what I'm saying.
I'll keep it.
Yeah.
I'll keep it.
Okay, good. I get to keep my job.
Yo, boy.